And today to the Dwight Williams Show. We'll meet Bill, Robert, One-Eyed John before we go. So gather around your TV and call your friends and let them know to spend this next half hour with the Dwight Williams Show.
Is this a dagger which I see before me, the handle toward my hand? Come, let me clutch thee. Oh, I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. Boy, that really bites.
1, 2, 3. Paper. What do you got? Paper. Damn. 1, 2.
Hello. Dwight, where are you?
I'm sick, that's right. I'm at home, I'm sick. I've been up puking my guts out all night, Bill. I'm sick, I just can't come in today.
Dwight, we're supposed to tape the show today. I've got the camera set up, I went and picked up Robert, and the puppets are here already. You can't be sick today.
Well, I tell you what, let Robert host the show. He'd do a good job. He's been there a long time. Just let Robert host it. I'm sick.
Wait just a second, Dwight. How much have you had to drink today?
Only 1 6-pack.
Oh, you really are sick, aren't you? Okay, well, I can't delay it anymore, so we'll just work around it, and we'll go ahead and start shooting, and you take care of yourself and get better, all right? All right, bye.
Okay, Bill. I'll see you later. Bye. Oh boy, we're gonna have some fun today. All right. Yeah, Mackenzie twins, please. Either one. Hey, Mackenzie twins? Yeah, which one's this? Oh, never mind, that part's not important. Hey, this here's Dwight. All right, now y'all get off work in about an hour, right? Well, I'll be over at your house about an hour and a half to pick y'all up, okay? I gotta go right now and get the boat, and I'll come pick you up, and we'll all go out to the lake for the afternoon, okay? You two be sure to wear them skimpy little bikinis, okay? All right, hey, before I get over there, y'all be sure to make some sandwiches, all right? Okay? We'll see you later. Bye. Oh, we're gonna have some fun today.
Well, Robert, your brother's sick today, so you're gonna have to be my co-host, so why don't you go ahead and get in the chair over here.
Oh, Bill, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to work or not. We can try it. I don't know. I don't know, Bill. We'll try it, but as you remember, it didn't work out too well last time.
Well, we'll work it a little bit differently this time, Robert. I'll do the bulk of the hosting, and you can throw in comments or answer questions or comment on the letters. And, well, we can use the puppets a lot more this time. John, do you have a story for us?
Oh, yeah. I've got a wonderful story to tell today. It's called Susie the Cheerleader Goes to Town.
Okay, John, that sounds real good. So let's get started here. I got my list of what to cover. So let's begin. Well, hi, boys and girls. My name's Bill. I'm the executive producer of the Dwight Williams Show, and it's going to be a little bit different today because Dwight can't be with us. He's out sick today, so we're going to have a whole lot of fun anyway. Now, this is normally the time of the show when I say that there'll be an address showing up at the end of this tape of where to write us for cards, you know, letters, questions, comments, whatever you want to send in, and we'll jump right on those things and answer them as soon as we can. So let's get the show rolling, and I'd like you to meet my co-host for this episode. He's over here at the brick wall, and that's Dwight's little brother, Robert. Hey, Robert, how you doing?
You should know, Bill. You picked me up an hour ago.
I know, Robert, but now we're taping the TV show now, so this part is called Chit Chat.
Oh, I'm fine.
Well, good. That's good, Robert. I've been meaning to ask, do you still have that girlfriend?
Oh, yes. Teresa's still my girlfriend, and she works where I do. I work at the grocery store, and Teresa works back at the deli counter.
Well, that's good, Robert. So tell me, what does Teresa do at the deli counter?
She cuts the cheese.
Well, boys and girls, let's go right to the mailbag. We got a real interesting letter this month from a gentleman by the name of W.B. Massey III. He's a local poet here in Fort Worth. And it starts off the letter with, Dwight.
No, my name is Robert.
Well, okay, this is Dwight's show, but, well, all right. Dear Robert.
Does it really say Robert, or are you just making that up?
Robert. Hey, just saw the show the other morning, and I'm glad because I didn't know what the hell me and the kids were going to have for supper. I only let them eat once a day, you know. So I fixed them the boiled weenies and Pop-Tarts. I believe he's referring to episode 3 where we did a segment called In the Kitchen with Dwight. We didn't have no Wolf Brand chili or any other chili, so I just threw on a can of Del Monte French cut green beans. It was pretty good. Sounded pretty good. Oh, here's a tip. Tell your brother that if he likes them frosted Pop-Tarts but don't have none, go ahead and spread some toothpaste on them, but wait until they come out of the toaster. Well, thanks for writing. That says later W.B. Massey. W.B., thanks for writing. And Robert, do you remember that segment where you showed everyone how to cook a Pop-Tart?
No, I've never eaten a Pop-Tart before in my life.
Oh, okay. Oh, by the way, Robert, what flavor Pop-Tart did you have for breakfast this morning?
Strawberry.
Okay, all right. Let's move on to our next letter.
If you put toothpaste on your Pop-Tart, you wouldn't have to brush your teeth when you were finished.
Okay, Robert. Yeah. Let's move on to our next letter.
All right. Let's turn off that camera, turn off those lights. I'm shutting everything down.
Ooh, look, Bill. Troy Duncan has come to visit us.
Wait a minute. That's not Troy Duncan. That's some other puppet. Can I help you?
You help me? Ha! That's a laugh. Here's my card.
Yeah, what is... J. Whittington Birchbark, puppet attorney at law, bankruptcy, personal injury, divorce, birthday parties, not board certified. You're a lawyer?
Yes, but I'm also the Southwestern legal representative for the Professional United Puppets Union.
The P-U-P-U?
Poo-poo.
Ah, very good, Einstein. Anyway, in my position as a representative of the Puppets Union, it is my duty to present you this.
Yeah, what is this? It's a restraining order.
That's right, pal. I'm shutting you down.
Why?
Because you haven't paid the puppets.
I don't pay anyone. I don't get paid myself.
Now, hold on there a minute. Now, Bill treats us real good, and we enjoy doing this show. We don't have a problem with it. I ain't got no problems. No problems here. Doesn't matter. The union said to shut you down.
Now look, Texas is a right-to-work state.
Well, it seems like one of your fans has been taping this show and then mailing it to a relative in New Jersey. Now, once it crosses any state line, then it becomes our jurisdiction. Now, just a minute. Bill's done a lot for John and I, and we certainly appreciate it. Like one time, he took me over to the wood doctor place when my feet fell off and had them reattached. And after we shoot these shows, well, he'll take us out and buy us a pizza or a hamburger, make sure we get something to eat. He even took me one time to the thrift store to buy some clothes. Bill's done a lot for me, and I consider him a loyal friend. I'd do anything for Bill. Well, let's take a gander at the old rate card here. Let's see. Major market, public access, non-syndicated comedy format, 30 minutes or less. He should be paying you $275 per day. Hey, fat man, you owe me $825.
What?
Oh, I knew I was just going to get screwed by the man.
What?
Don't worry, pal. We're here to protect you. Me and the Professional United Puppets Union.
Pooh-pooh.
Thank you, Forrest Gump.
Now you lay off of Robert.
Oh, are you threatening me?
No, I'm not threatening you, but that's Dwight's little brother, and he didn't take kindly of people making fun of him.
Well, where is this Dwight?
He's not here.
You mean he's threatening me in absentia?
No, look. Just lay off of Robert, okay? He's really not like the other boys and girls.
Oh, so he's a retard.
I can't help it. I was born this way.
Well, why didn't you say so? Hey, I have an idea. Let's sue your mother. Hey, any way we can get this money? Well, first of all, we have to put the big man out of business.
That's it. I quit. I don't have to put up with this. I volunteer my time, and I don't have to put up with any of this garbage. There's a clipboard, my pen, my pencil, my marks a lot. I got to get out of here. I'm going to throw something or someone. I've got to go. John, can you watch Robert?
Yeah, go ahead, Bill. Robert and I get along just fine. Go ahead.
That's it. I've just got to leave. I'm sorry. I got to get out of here.
Boy, he's wound a bit tight. Okay, guys, I have to write your names down here, so give me your name and your stage name. Albert, the amazing Albert. Albert, comma, the amazing. Okay, how's about you, pal? John. Come on, pal, your stage name. John. Just John.
Well, one time he told me that his stage name was Little John.
Thank you, Ricky Ricardo. Now, come on, guy, what's your stage name?
No, he really did. And he showed me a newspaper article that he carried around with him, an old one, and it had his picture in it, and it said his name was Little John.
Look, what's your name? Robert, yeah, that's it. Look, Robert, Little John was one of the greatest puppets ever carved. He made modern puppetry what it is today, all right? You're trying to get me to believe that this wine-soaked mannequin over here is Little John? Ha! That's a laugh. Yeah, that's a good one. My bridge mate is the world-famous Little John. Yeah, Robert, I can't believe you bought that story I told you.
Well, where is Little John today?
Well, no one knows. He disappeared about 30 years ago on a tour of the Southwest. Now, a lot of people believe that he's still locked in his trunk in the basement of that theater. But there's a few romantic fools around who believe that he fell in love with a showgirl, one of the dancers on the tour. And she left him and it broke his heart, and he just couldn't take it anymore. I knew a dancer once. She was the prettiest girl I'd ever seen. Personally, I believe he crawled inside of a wine bottle and pulled the cork in after him. You know, that reminds me of a story. One time when I was just a little shaver, we went into the city to see a broadcast of the original Jack Parr show. And we got to stand backstage while we watched Little John work. He was on the show that night. And oh, he was a master with the crowd. You know, well, I don't know if you knew this, but Little John only had one eye. He lost it in a barroom fight or to a jealous husband or something, I don't know. So he wore this eye patch with rhinestones all over it, real fancy thing. But sometime during his act, no one knew whenever he was going to do it. He'd look straight out at the audience and flip his head back like that, and that eye patch would fly up, and here's this red, gooey mess where his eye had been. Everybody would just scream and jump out of their seats. It was the funniest thing you ever saw. He had one eye? Yeah, that's right. He only had one eye. Oh, another thing he did, Little John was well known for being this big-time drinker, right? So he had this routine with his partner, Frank. He'd sit there on Frank's lap and say, "Hey, Frank, buy me a drink." And Frank would go, "No, Little John, we got to do this TV show." And Little John would go, "Ah, come on, Frank, no one watches this show anyway. Come on, buy your old pal a drink." And Frank would go, "No, Little John, we've got to entertain the nice people here in the audience." Little John would go, "Ah, forget about the audience. They can fend for themselves. Come on, buy your old pal a drink." And finally, out of frustration, Frank would yell out, "No, Little John, I'm not going to buy you a drink." Little John would slowly turn, look into the camera, and go, "Damn."
John uses the D word all the time.
Well, you better get you another piece of shtick there, wino. That one belongs to the one and only Little John. Oh, for God's sakes, have you no decency? Can't you leave a poor puppet alone? Wait a minute. What? You're him. You're Little John. No, you're wrong. I'm not him. You have me mistaken for another animated figure. No, I'm positive it's you. I did a research paper on you in puppet history class. Let's see, Little John, carved in late 1921, first appeared on the vaudeville stage in April 1922 as part of the Weisenheimer Review. No, it's not me. Just leave me alone, damn it. Yes, I know I'm right. In fact, you're one of the original members of the Professional United Puppets Union. Why, you were also one of the puppets who fought at the Battle of the Knickerbocker Theater.
John, were you in the army?
No. It was a street battle between striking puppets and police, which led to the creation of the Puppets Union. In fact, Little John, you were right beside Charlie McCarthy as he led the victorious puppets on a torchlight parade into Times Square. No. Wait a minute. I was in Times Square when Charlie McCarthy did what?
Next time on the Dwight Williams Show.
You were there when Lucky Eddie got hit? Yeah, I was there. Lucky Eddie was standing right next to me. I bent down and picked him up, held him in my arms. I was covered from head to toe in sawdust and wood chips.
Hey, kids, what time is it?
Why am I not surprised? It was when the police hit us with the tear gas. But it didn't matter because we just put our heads down, closed our eyes, and kept swinging. So that's why Charlie McCarthy hired Mortimer Schnurd.
Is he going to be okay?
I think so.
Hey, what do you say about the Dwight Williams Show? Bill, Robert, and One-Eyed John would like for you to know Dwight really appreciates the fact you watch him.